Greetings everyone, happy Mayan Doomsday, and I guess today is the end of the year according to a Mayan calendar, but according to our lunar calendar, this year is going to end somewhere in February, I guess. So I guess you people definitely need a day called a Doomsday. Maybe you could celebrate it like a Halloween. You will dress like preppers and knock, these neighbors' doors, asking for food and even a shelter because it's the Doomsday, festival. So our planet is a funny place. If I was, this high being or an alien who's observing this planet, it's going to be very funny place. These little creatures are talking about the doomsday. So, very, these cute creatures. So, I'm like, out of topics. Let me talk about this honor and stuff. I guess I'm going to talk about it a lot. So I don't see any honor here in Mongolia. I mean, if you travel through the downtown, you will see a lot of these things written on this foreign language, especially on English: shop, bar, pub, market, supermarket, something like that. So it's going to be more honorable to write all this stuff in Mongolian. What the hell we are like using this English. This is one of the points. Also, the whole country has no honor. Why? It is because this we are like in a place where this our brothers are not independent, like a part is in Russia, part is in like China. It's like having two arms, like two brothers, like cut, like this in Turkestan, and somehow we live without this stuff. And we also like don't like to listen our neighbors, like this. We support USA in their illegal, I think, war in Afghanistan. It is because they are paying money, and since this Chinese and Russians say that it is wrong, we are thinking it's like we are not doing this wrong stuff. At least we are like helping to our Hazaras. I don't think we are like helping them. We are just doing this some kind of a guarding job. So this everyone like this want money, and this everyone has no honor. So the person who always remind that I don't have this slightest this smell of honor is my wife. She took my daughter to this mother's place. I don't think she's is this worried about this doomsday. She simply like to spend this weekend on in with her mom, and sometimes she needs money, and when I say I will not ask for money, or I will not borrow money, I'm a man of honor, or something like that, she often says that hell no, you don't have an honor. So doomsday, yeah. Doomsday is not happening, and at least this shamanism has reached our family, and and this my father's side family is having this a shaman, a newbie, and it seems New Age shamanism is about shaman clans. I mean, it's a bunch of shamans who are like create or gathered around one teacher, and it's not like this old times when you have this a tribal shaman, something like that. So our this family shaman is worried about his next summer's picnic. My father seems to don't understand what this he wants. I'm quite good at this knowing what they want. Simply, he is not worried about this doomsday and stuff. He's worried about next summer. Next summer, his teacher is going to perform or this ritual, and his students or other shamans are also going to gather, and maybe they are going to dance around the fire, and maybe they will slaughter some sheep, and you need to bring some drinks and these sweets and stuff. So all this this picnic needs this money. So they need money, or this money for transport, or you need this car and stuff. So I told to my father that he's worried about this stuff, and my father seems to like this, but I also say that it is good for you. You are going to this to a fresh air. This is countryside. You need you like going to see this land of your fathers. It's going to be good, and eating some sheep meat and this horhog in the open this air is very good and very healthy for you. So you need to support the little guy. The guy is very young, and I don't want to tell you the age, and according to this age stuff, this dude must respect me, I think. So back to our honor. Yeah, whole country is having this no honor, and you see, I don't know if we had this idea of honor during the communism, but I don't think this the idea of communism itself has this honor. So someone told this called Marx told that there is a struggle between the class. The lower class is always fighting the upper class, so the lower class must dominate, something like that. So one son of a Jewish shoemaker came to Mongolia, and he ordered to execute the descendant of the Genghis Khan, all the upper class and intelligent Mongolians, and even pure Mongolians who have this a lot of jewelries, or a lot of livestock. You see, I like both Trans-Mongolia, but my father don't this like this old stuff. My father and mother is like this communism stuff, because during communism he became educated, he became an engineer. My mother became a doctor, so they became this upper class called Siheteng here in Mongolia, and the lower class is of course the worker class. So he thinks that all he possesses now is thanks to his education and stuff. And the reason why I like this Bog Trans-Mongolia, it is because of my grandfather, and grandfather is obviously the old guy. So I do like this idea that Bog Trans-Mongolia was the original idea of independent Mongolia. It kept its traditions. It Bog Trans-Mongolia doesn't know what is like capitalism or this democracy or communism. It has this own ways, like traditions, respect, this royalty and stuff. And even this shamanism and Buddhism coexisted, and we still kept our barbarian traditions, and this Russian communism was like this Roman. Like Roman idea, and Rome came, and Rome conquers, and Rome tells that wearing all this rich jewelries on your body is so barbarian and primitive, and all these riches must be confiscated for the state, for this country and stuff. So by listening to this, this son of a Jewish shoemaker, we lost our, this honor and tradition. Well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.